Hello, in this video I'm going to be ranking everything added in the Dark First Light update parts in Field of Battle, all of the parts. I probably missed stuff, like I missed the tips given in the chat, and I did not include music because who really cares about that? Who really cares about that? But anyway, here's my ranking, starting with the Savannah revamp. The Savannah revamp, it is a good map, except the problem is, it replaced a great map, which lowers it down to fine tier. Also, it started the trend of maps being too big and has unnecessary space. Except this one's size isn't really an issue. I'm more of a Volcano person though, because Volcano is a far better map than any other, including the Savannah before this one. Next thing I'm gonna rank is the Demon Armor skin and the Catalan Armor skin, and both of these cost 2,000 Robux. So they're both terrible. Complete garbage actually. 2k Robux for 3 Roblox model, that isn't very good. I know that like that's the only income Field of Battle devs get, but like still, 2,000 Robux, seriously? You hyped up the Demon Armor so much as well. Anyway, the Billy Ray Joe armor is good actually, because it's cosmetic, like the other two, only costs gold, no Robux, and Billy Ray Joe is already a well-known character, it's not some new made-up one. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Next thing we'll be ranking is now part 2 territory, the Underworld. I would say it's bad because it's far too big, and it's also kind of boring to play purely on how big it is. But it brings a new thing that saves the map, which is this cool demon dude that's kind of like in Blizzard, you can get 3 orb things to summon him. He has a ton of mini guys and is really strong. He's just a pure good cool guy. If it wasn't for him, nobody would play Underworld. It's the only thing it really has to offer, are these corrupted dudes who are terrible, because they're sort of just existing bosses but with invisible heads. Why are they a thing? Okay, but now, I'm gonna rank the lore. Terrible. Terrible. It's all complete garbage, because at least they tried and there's a few cool arts, but it's mostly just advertisement for the complete garbage skins. Terrible. Anyway, next is the Retro event, which is good, because Old Kingdom was really fun while mixed with Fireballs. Old Cavern is better than New Cavern, and Old Fortress has a better gate than New Fortress, but Old Lobby isn't really very good. It's bad actually. People only like Old Lobby because nostalgia. Anyway, next is the Blizzard revamp in the part 3, and it is bad. When it first came out I thought it was like between great and good, but now I know after playing it more, it's bad. It's ridiculously big. I said before it's bigger than Russia, bigger than the Earth, and I was wrong. It's bigger than the amount of subscribers Mr. Beast has in kilometers. Anyway, like, it does have good parts, like still has the Yeti, and it's very detailed, but the size really holds it back. And also, they got rid of the Ice Princess and put an Ice Knight, which is fine. The Ice Princess was like a good to great tier NPC, while this one's just fine because it's awfully generic. Looks better than the Ice Golem. Why did they give the humans this cool looking Ice Knight but keep the Ice Golem for the orcs? It's just like racism to me. Also, the Blizzard revamp, I mean, like, it's also bad because it replaced a like fine to good map. I mean, I didn't really care about Blizzard, but a good thing it did is give us these statues of like the orc bosses, and they look amazing. The best looking thing in all of Field of Battle. They are so great. I love these statues. Haven't assigned these, good job. And also Frozen Megathon is pretty good because he's very strategic, because he's not actually unbalanced. His speed is both a positive and a negative. His speed's like 100 by the way. Level 20 players is like 19 to 20. Because a unsupported boss dies very easily, and it's very hard to support a boss when he just zooms past you and you can't catch up, even as assassin, while flying. But if you're very far ahead, and like by the Orc Castle, yeah, you need a boss that can catch up fast, which is where he comes in useful. So yeah, he's a very strategic boss, which is a pretty good thing. There needs to be more strategic bosses. Most of them are kind of the same. Now, we're up to part 4, which is the best part. First we have the new spell particles. Doesn't really change anything, but they look good. They look pretty good. The main thing part 4 did is give us the Ragnarok map, which is pretty great, for many reasons I'll state. Firstly, it has 2 unique NPCs that are both good. The Temple Guardian has a level no other NPC has, which gives it a unique spot. The Light Axeman is used for a spell I'll talk about later. Ragnarok is also really fun because of all the rogue camps, and it's much harder to demon farm. It's kind of like Rogue, except you play it like you're supposed to be played, by not demon farming. Also, it's very easy to play Guardian on it. There's a spell in it that summons a Light Axeman and can be used very strategically. Here's why. If you just like summon it straight up, it's wasted. You can only summon 1 per life and it won't do much. But if you summon it like to distract like a boss or general or at a rogue camp, like you'll soak up all the damage while you can do tons of damage to them. It's a very big brain spell, like it can be used very strategically. Problem is, nobody does that in Field of Battle. It's a small brain game, where you just spam like hammers or axes or swords or whatever. Also, I forgot to mention, Ragnarok was released in a very unfinished state, which at the start I said it was terrible but fun. Because of the glitches, most of them are patched now, but one I wish they kept was an NPC ran into this tower wall, and it collapsed into many pieces, which was really funny to watch. It was brilliant. I wish they kept that. And anyway, Ragnarok also has these cool looking statues. They're good, but if you like hold E long enough on all 3, it summons 2 Nil bosses, both above level 100. First one is Gold. If you get him, he's mostly like a regular enemy, except if you get him low enough, like he'll spawn a bit more enemies. And this green guy, who's the best one, he's brilliant. He shoots magic missiles and fireballs. They both also look really good. And yep, that is my tier list. In conclusion, part 1 was bad, part 2 was like fine, part 3 was also I'd say fine, but part 4 was great. Everything in Brilliant tier is from part 4. Nothing in part 4 is below good. Everything in fine, bad, terrible, and complete garbage are in part 1, 2, and 3. So we need more part 4s. I don't know what that exactly means, but yeah.